If you're not using AI, it's not going to take your job, but somebody who can use AI is going to take your job. It took the blog post and turned it into spoken word, in my spoken word. There are thousands, maybe tens of thousands of AI writer tools out there. I am so active on newsletters and testing these tools that I'm confident that the two options that I'm giving you here are the absolute two best options in the on planet Earth right now. All right, let's go. Today, I'm going to show you something that I've been working on since ChatGPT came out. I've tested over 200 different AI tools. I'm very passionate about AI, and I'm here to share with you content that there's several newsletters that I subscribe to that have charged and created courses that are much less impactful than what I'm about to share with you guys. There's going to be about several different AI tools. There's going to be around 10 different AI tools that we're going to use, and this is going to be a 3-part series for the AI Content Waterfall. The first part, we're going to ideate with AI, and then we're going to create a blog. We're going to create a podcast without using your voice. We're going to create some content for all the social networks using one tool, and we're going to lay the foundation for the content to create all the rest of the content for the Content Waterfall. So what is the Content Waterfall? We're going to produce at least 15 pieces of unique content. There's going to be around 26 total pieces of content and 12 different content types. So we've got YouTube, podcast, we've got presentations, we've got Twitter threads and threads, a blog post, and that's where it all starts. We're going to make Facebook Reels, Instagram Reels, YouTube videos, YouTube Shorts, LinkedIn posts, LinkedIn newsletter, and a few TikToks. They're all going to be created in a way that the base foundation of this content is really good. And if you're not using AI, it's not going to take your job, but somebody who can use AI is going to take your job eventually. I call it the Content Waterfall because you're going to be able to produce all this content in a very short period of time and get it all live, and you can really go nuts with this. So let's proliferate the internet with AI content. Ready? Let's go. Here we go. This is a Topical Authority Generator, an instance of ChatGPT. Okay, so it has preloaded in it instructions, so you don't have to do much. You have to use your brain here when we enter the information. So this Topical Authority Generator gives us 10 ideas based on one principle or foundation. So I want to talk about Google Ads Performance Max. So I put in Google Ads Performance Max. There's just that. And then it's going to give me 10 different topics, and I'm going to pick from one of these topics. So I picked number 8, which is optimizing performance max campaigns. So I just tell it number 8, and then it gives me 30 different ideas surrounding this one content hub of optimizing performance max campaigns. Your brain should be coming up with thousands of ways to use the applications of what I'm doing as I go through this, because this is really good. I found a good one down here that's kind of generalized, like maximizing ROAS. So how do you get the most return on ad spend from your Google Performance Max campaigns? So I picked this, and then we're going to take it to step 2 here. There's 2 tools that we can use for step 2. Now, why aren't we using ChatGPT? There are thousands, maybe tens of thousands of AI writer tools out there. I am so active on newsletters and testing these tools that I'm confident that the two options that I'm giving you here are the absolute two best options in the on planet Earth right now. So we have Koala Writer. This is the simplest option. The link to all of these tools is in the description. You can start with Koala Writer, or you can start with ZimWriter. ZimWriter is a desktop application, and it is very comprehensive. But Koala Writer can crank out some incredible stuff. We're going to create a blog post, and our target keyword, if I go back and grab my title from ChatGPT, that's basically what the topic was. So I just pulled that over here, and the target keywords should be the topic. More than a keyword, it should be the topic. So you can automatically post this to your blog, and it will interlink it accordingly throughout your site instead of outlinking to another site. You can automatically add images and videos in here. I typically just do images, and you can select the size and the type that you want. I want 3D renderings. The article length, we can select as long as we want, and we would stick with that. So SEO, good. If for the tone of voice, SEO optimized, that's what we want. And then point of view, I like to do this second person, but use real-time data. It can surf the net and find either scholarly or just regular documentation out there live on the internet about this topic. We can automatically create an outline. We can put into here FAQs and key takeaways at the top. Actually, if you have questions about how to set this up, it's super simple. You go into your account settings, and then you have to go into your WordPress with your WordPress admin and grab your secret key and your app key, and you have to put your login into here. So this is what it would produce, 2,917 words. You can copy this. So just copy the whole thing. We copied the whole thing, and we are going to go into Wondercraft AI. This is an AI podcast tool. From here, we're going to create a podcast with a very professional voice from the content that we just generated from AI. You have to come into Wondercraft and set your podcast up. I'm not going to go through that part. It's really easy. You just upload a thumbnail and fill out the information in there and give it some info to work with about your company. I'm going back to ChatGPT. I'm taking the topic, and I just overwrote everything that I copied from Koala. That's fine. Do we need help preparing the script? Yes, use the AI. Okay, so now, what do you want to talk about? Now, this is a little time consuming because we have to come back here. We copy this, right? We're coming back into Wondercraft, and we're gonna paste this in here. This is not your podcast script, okay? This is the background information that's going to make an incredible script. So we're going to fast forward to that because I'm not going to sit here and break this all down.
A few moments later.
So this is a slightly different episode name, and I'll actually walk through the process with you. So I had already pasted all this in here, broke it down, hopefully changed all these, and we're going to have quite a nice podcast from this. This is how much content I had from my blog post. And then, so we generate the script, and then we get to the next scene here. You can use your own voice if you'd like, or you can use one of their voices. So they've got a lot. So it turned a blog post into spoken word, which has to be a little different, right? Like we can't just turn a blog post into a podcast. Okay, here's the content. It took the blog post and turned it into spoken word, in my spoken word. So I'm generating this right now, so you can hear it.
Imagine a world where managing your e-commerce advertising campaigns across multiple platforms is as easy as a few clicks. That world is here thanks to Google Performance Max. With the power of Google's machine learning, Performance Max campaigns optimize your ads for maximum performance and reach.
Okay, does it sound like me? Yes. Is it super engaging? No. Can I market this properly with tags and the right headline and the right description of my content so that more people listen to the podcast? Yes. Are they going to know that it's AI? Probably. So here we are. We have a podcast now. So we got all this audio. We got to set this up on each section. Just put your speaker in there and your soundtrack in there. And then we're going to go and have a listen to everything. Okay, so I downloaded this audio. Now, I didn't actually do it, but I've downloaded this audio. And we're going to move to the third tool. Okay, so now we got a blog post. We got a podcast that we didn't actually record, but we had some involvement with to get going. And we're going to move on to my favorite AI tool right now. I love this thing. It's called Cast Magic. So you come into Cast Magic and you can set up these spaces, and then inside of these spaces you'll have your recordings. And so what happens when you upload a recording? Let's show you. So we uploaded our file, and then it's going to create a line item like this, and then we're going to go into it. We're going to get the transcript first. So the whole transcript is here now. We can download this transcript because it's easier to download it here than it is over in Wondercraft. We can download the transcript with or without timestamps, but it's all staying here. And the cool thing in here is this AI content section. So you can set your settings in here. You can go through and you'll have keywords, you'll have titles, you'll have an introduction, a timestamped overview, key topics and bullets. This one's really important. And then you got a newsletter here built into this. You got quotes, hooks, and timestamps. We don't really need this section. We have a reel script, so you can now record a reel, but we're going to do that later. We got a LinkedIn post already now, a Twitter thread, and a thread. And so you can interact with this. You can ask it to make you a report. You can go into the magic chat, and this is a really cool chat. Well, we can actually create a blog post from here. So if you started in Wondercraft and used URLs, then we can put that in here, and now we have a blog post. So that's a pretty cool twist. It's a waterfall. It's a content waterfall because when the water comes down, there's no containing it. There's no organizing it.
Hey, before moving on to the next part, if you're enjoying, go ahead and mash that like button and share, and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much.
Ready to go for next steps, and we're going to come into Buzzsprout and finish this first part of the content waterfall. So Buzzsprout is so you can distribute your podcast everywhere. Highly recommended. Wondercraft, I think, is starting to do some of this, but I'm not sure. So I highly recommend you use Buzzsprout for what we're going to go through here. All right, so I think that covers everything for today. I wanted to touch base on what's next. Let me show a little teaser here. This is the structure of the content waterfall. So if you want to, you can jump ahead and try to do all this yourself. But this is our content map. If you have any questions or comments, or I missed anything or left anything out, or you thought something was senseless and mindless, please let me know in the comments. If you thought it was fantastic, I would love your feedback. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share. My name is Steve Kaplan. I'm the founder of Click Then Convert. Let's put an end to irresponsible advertising and crank out enough AI content that you will become a celebrity. Thanks for watching.